Hi guys, it's week 3 of the English Premier League and we're here with all 10 predictions. Half of the panel are on holiday, so we've got less panellists in the punditry team this week, but don't worry, they're doubling up, so you're still getting all the games, you're not missing anything. So before you watch the games, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, enjoy. Here's Bez starting off with Tottenham Wolves.
Week 3, Spurs Wolves. These games are coming around thick and fast at the moment. Spurs, good start of the season, beating Southampton 4-1, and then drawing away to Chelsea with a very late equaliser. I didn't see much of it, but it seemed like a decent game, entertaining game. Wolves, they lost to Leeds and then drew with Fulham, so not a great start for them, but early days yet. I just think, obvious one for me, I'm going to back Spurs, being at home and not so. I think the start they've had, Conte in there, new players have got in, a lot of they're going well at the minute, so I'm going to have to plump for a Spurs win. Although I don't think it'd be comfortable because the Wolves don't usually concede many, but they don't score many. That's always been their problem. So I can see Spurs winning this game, as I say, but I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Wolves will keep it tight at the back. I think they're going to have to, otherwise if they concede an early one, I think Spurs will go on and get a few. But I'm going to see, I think Spurs will nick this one. I can see Wolves scoring, so I'm going to go for Tottenham 2, Wolves 1. My second game for this week is Crystal Palace home to Aston Villa. Both had mixed starts. Palace lost first week, and I don't know what they've done. Palace, they lost first week. What was their result against Arsenal? Can't remember now. Anyway, it's a different game. Obviously, Villa needed that result of the weekend, especially against Everton. I think Gerrard, maybe this season will be the season where they look at him and see how good he is. Can he do it at a, big-ish size club in the Premier League? I think it'll be right. Palace, they had a good season last season, so he's safe. So this one, to me, I just think Palace, from what I see on Monday, didn't see all of it. What's on Monday, it did look quite good. Villa, I haven't seen anything of Villa yet, so it's hard for me to judge them now. They're sort of forming they're in playing wise. Obviously, results-wise, I know what they're doing, but I just think it's going to be. I think this is going to be a home win. I don't know. Might go draw. I think Villa could get a draw. They lost their last away game at Bournemouth. It's a bit tougher game, I think. So I see this one game. I can see both teams scoring. To be fair, so I think I'm going to go for a prediction-wise of. I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 2, Aston Villa 2, high scoring draw.
Another weekend of Premier League, the best league in the world. Match I've been given is Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Everton looking very bleak, very bland, nothing amazing. Lampard's at the wheel, but I don't think he'll be there for much longer, in my view. Everton should be up there, but they're looking like a more of a relegation team, bottom half team. Forest, on the other hand, just promoted. They'll be energised for this game. They know they can get something out of Everton. So I think Forest will be giving it the all. However, I think Everton, this is a chance for them to bounce back after their recent form. But both teams going in, I can see this going down the middle, 1-1. Fulham versus Brentford, West London derby. Fulham back in the league, Premier League. They keep going up and down. Will they survive? That's another story. I don't think they will. Brentford, on the other hand, come up to a Premier League looking like a decent team. The manager's got them on point, just coming off a hammering of Manchester United. So yeah, I think Brentford will be in high spirits. Fulham, on the other hand, they're a bit 50-50 at the moment. I think they still haven't cemented their place as a Premier League team, in my view. With Brentford's form, I can see Brentford taking this 2-1.
Hi guys, it's my prediction for week 3, and the game is Leicester versus Southampton. Both managers under a bit of pressure, Hassan Hoyle and Brendan Rodgers. Both looking to record their first win of the season. Leicester got some unhappy players in the squad. Southampton got literally a whole new squad, really. I think it'll be a tough game. Both teams obviously need to go for it to get points on the board. But I do think it will be home advantage that will be the difference here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester win. Guys, this is my prediction for week 3 and Bournemouth versus Arsenal. I think after Bournemouth got tonked 4-0 by Man City, and with home advantage, they'll be looking to bounce back a little bit. Yeah, again, make things awkward for Arsenal. Men behind the ball, attacking numbers, maybe counter-attack when they can. But I do expect it to be another tough game for Bournemouth. Arsenal to have a lot of the ball. Arsenal with their bit of quality just to make the difference. So I've gone for here a 2-0 Arsenal win.
So the first game I've got this weekend is Leeds versus Chelsea. Both teams have had a okay start of the season. Probably you'd say Leeds have done better than Chelsea in terms of the club stature and probably what is expected of them this season. Chelsea haven't quite hit the ground running, obviously in a similar situation to Man United, with struggling to get players in and just struggling to get going as of yet this season, even though, like I said, have had decent results and not actually got points on table, unlike Man United. But I think a lot of people might say, Chelsea might win this, but I'm actually probably going to go for a 1-1 draw with Chelsea and Leeds. So the second game for me is West Ham versus Brighton. Brighton have started well this season. I don't think West Ham are quite playing as good as where they were towards the end of last season or last season in general. Brighton have turned into a decent, tactical team. I was pleased with the draw we got against them at the weekend. Because any sort of any point against Brighton is a good point to have. That being said, going back to the West Ham Brighton game, I'm not sure if it'd be a surprise to a lot of people or some people, but I'm going to go for Brighton win, actually. I'm going to say Brighton to win 2-1.
Newcastle versus City. Newcastle haven't spent as much as people were anticipating this summer, which I think is a very smart thing to do. I think they realised if they get too many players in that aren't effective, they will limit themselves with the financial fair play rules. And City, obviously, they're always looking to add quality, and they're coming off 2 wins. It is at St James's, so who knows? I don't think Newcastle can turn them over. They may well get a point out of it, but it's going to be a hard-fought point. I'll go for a 2-0 City. United versus Liverpool. Once a massive fixture, now one side is hoping to limit it to a small defeat. United, absolute shambles, complete shadow of the former selves. obviously losing 4-0 to Brentford. Liverpool haven't really got off the mark quite yet, but you know, with the state of the two teams, you would expect them to run right here. I think it may be back-to-back 4-0 losses for United here. One caveat is they are at United, so they are at Old Trafford rather. But I don't know whether that will make a massive difference. I'll go for a 4-0 Liverpool.